Welcome back, guys, to the Otaku Collective Podcast. It's your boys, Josh, Seth, and Joe. Today, we're going to hit y'all with that brand new episode about overhyped characters. Introduce yourself to the crowd, gentlemen.
What it do, y'all? You know Zoe.
What's up? It's your boy, Seth.
Okay, so we talking overhype. Now, I feel like since we're here and, we've had some pre-discussion, you know how we do. What's the true definition of overhype? Let's start there.
I think that's subjective, but in my opinion,
okay, we can have opinions then. What's y'all boys' opinion on overhype?
I think overhyped characters are just characters who on the inside are garbage, but people let them slide because of just popularity, right? Or characters who are introduced with like all this flair and dramatic stuff and then end up being hot garbage. Stuff like that, right? Just characters who you were to look at objectively as a non-fan of the show, you'd be like, huh, kind of boo-boo.
Okay. Yeah, and
that's fair.
Also characters that are overblown in terms of strength. AKA Goku.
Now, see, I never. Yeah. Now that's where I'm objective with it. See, I never looked at it as a strength thing because I could do 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, run a mile every day, and become one punch man. I just thought I was like,
no.
That you know what I'm saying?
It's not a mile. I think it's 10 km.
Oh, it was 10 miles.
10
kilometers.
10 kilometers,
which is
so that's like 9 miles.
6.2.
Okay,
I'm gonna keep it a buck as your friend. He ain't running 6.2 miles a day.
Not a day, but I'm saying that's why, like when he said overhype, like he was bringing the Goku and party and saying, overhype.
Okay, hang on. This is the definition of overhype.
Yeah, that's what.
I'm giving you the textbook definition. Make exaggerated claims about a product, idea, or event, publicize or promote excessively. Can he beat Goku? Is like the
is that the sentence?
That's the thing. No. I mean that after the fact, right? But can he beat Goku? Is a prime example of that because regardless of what character you're talking about, whether it's comics or television or movies, anime, you always hear, "Oh, this person's strong." You see this fight, and then in the comment, it'd be that random dude. You know who I'm talking about? And he's like, "But can he beat Goku?
Can he beat Goku?
Goku can't beat Chi-Chi. What you worried about?"
Yeah, because Chi-Chi really was the strongest character while we all played.
Deku is my favorite shonen protagonist. Can he beat Goku though?
Red flag, bro. For real. I know that's going around on the social media.
Red flag.
Red flag if your boyfriend not typing, "Can he beat Goku?" in the chat. Or your girlfriend. I don't judge.
Hey, you're right. Red flag.
I don't judge. Red flag. But that's weird, bro. Get a life.
Well, let me get my definition of overhype. I guess my definition, it kind of does play off that, but I believe it's characters that blow up outside of their world, their anime world, and I don't want to say they shouldn't have, but they're blown up just for their looks per se. Like, there's a thing we've talked about in an old podcast. You were talking about like popular kids kind of shit. And how people kind of, go towards popularity and all of that. And people want to be popular and all of that. There's a few overhyped characters that you just like, the way you said, did nothing on perspective anime or manga or show. But because of their maybe color scheme or maybe because of an outfit they wore. Like,
I mean,
you know what? I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I just thought of a person that I don't want to say it because I want to get into it later, but
I mean, you can say it now. We recording.
All right, you feel me?
This is the podcast.
All right, now 100. This is the Otaku Collective podcast. But so, would you say, in a way, because Hunter x Hunter seemed to be a show for me that
wait. Before you do this, I just wanted to let you know you're inviting drama.
Oh, trust me,
With
Megan Thee
about to
Stallion.
say.
I'll tell you right now, I watched Hunter x Hunter straight because of Megan. I would have never watched Hunter x Hunter. Wouldn't have been on my list. Megan Thee
Because
Stallion is the
if you want
reason
to
I
talk
watched
about
Hunter x Hunter.
toxic fans, them boys got it.
I'm hip,
That boy's got it.
bro. Megan literally. I'm always bringing up Megan because she's just like my favorite woman that likes anime right now. But you know, even though she's not my woman, she's just like my favorite celebrity, anime celebrity. You know, we've talked about like Slum God. There's a couple other celebrities that still openly. Even Michael B. Jordan, hell, he got a whole Naruto line. There's a few people. No.
What we're not about to do is give this man credit when he say Naruto. What we're not about to do
Oh, you still on, bruh? People,
because he's seen this
shit multiple times.
Yes, he did.
He did?
I remember watching that. Video, and he said that shit more than once, and I'm just like, bro, you've seen the show.
Said it multiple times. I thought it was just once.
He said that shit like 3 times, dog. I was like, you better than that, Michael B. Salute to him for Creed. Salute to him for Killmonger, Fruitvale
Salute
Station.
to him for The
Wire. One of my favorite movies ever, right? Salute to him for like bringing a mainstream attention to anime, right? Yeah, but ain't no way I'm gonna give him his flowers when he's saying shit like that.
Okay.
I'm just not. Because it is not hard to hit the word. No, we are not. Nope. What we not about to do.
I'm going. I swear, I'm with you.
And more than one. It's not expensive as fuck, so the real nerds can't even buy it.
Yeah, that's funny. I thought about that. I went and looked at that. I was gonna cop, and then I went straight to Hypeland. Now I ain't gonna lie, Hypeland, they kind of expensive too, but Hypeland kind of like it's decent expensive. Like, all right, you gonna pay some money, but we're not gonna $200 for a shirt. Like, you may pay close to like for some pants 120. Like, you gotta remember, we in a time of designer, so it's really, I don't even really blame the company. Like, I ain't gonna talk about Michael B. Jordan. I'm gonna talk Hypeland. I don't blame Hypeland as much for trying to compete in a world of designer, because they do have celebrity following now. Like, I think I've seen a couple different, not like big celebs. The biggest one I can think of off top of the head without researching is Corday. He wear a lot of Hypeland anime stuff on his shows and stuff like that.
Cool. Salute to Corday.
Oh yeah, all the way
right now. 100%.
I love it. His album went in, all of that.
And he dating Naomi. That's just wild.
Bro, he's winning at life right now. It's okay.
Winning.
But basically, going back to it, going to Hunter, we kind of went off for a second, but going back to it, I started Hunter because of Megan, and I don't want to blame Megan, because I love you, Megan. You can do anything you want with me, but you even are part of the reason why Hunter, like Hisoka, that's one person I wanted to bring up. I feel like he's overhyped.
I
truly.
Okay.
Oh, we're starting early. Yeah,
I was gonna throw a couple of pop flies before I just threw the strike.
I told you. Well, I guess I didn't say. All right, we'll have better pre-meetings, but yeah, I feel like Hisoka's overhyped, because when I remember hearing about him a lot, seeing him all over the place. I was like, oh my god, Hisoka's this. They was calling him a pedophile because Gon's young, but granted, I think Hisoka merely could be called homosexual, because I'm pretty sure, like, even Killua Brother, he tried to flirt with him, and really, I wouldn't even. We really can't say.
But Gon's still a whole like 10-year-old.
Okay, I'm with you. Just follow me for a second.
A whole 10-year-old.
Just follow me for a second.
I don't remember his actual age, but again.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm just saying I was talking to Seth about this, and I guess Josh will talk with you right now. And it's slick off topic, but it does play into the overhypeness for me. And I'm just gonna straight up ask the question: is Hisoka gay? Was there ever true evidence that he was gay, or did we just assume it based off of how he was?
I'm gonna assume that he's like Orochimaru, aka a pedo.
But Orochimaru was actually no. He was non-binary. Orochimaru was a boy and a girl.
Okay, hang on. You're not understanding the fact that I don't care what you identify as. you're still a pedo.
Okay, so you're okay.
Out here with the chilling.
All right,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Hisoka
That's
was
fair.
out here with the chilling. I don't care what you identify as. It's
And
2021.
I think Zoe's argument is that he's overhyped because like
He may represent
people
a
overlook
possible culture
the pedophilia to hype him up.
because it's like okay, it's the homosexual representation. You know, it's not a lot of homosexual giant big known anime characters like that are out there. So Hisoka kind of got that role. You know what I'm saying? Like Bon Clay from One Piece. I mean, I don't see him get a lot of hype. I don't see him get a lot of love. And I'm pretty sure he's a drag queen. You know what I'm saying? So that's the kind of thing why I feel like Hisoka's overhyped, because there are actual characters in anime who represent, you know, different cultures of life very well. You know what I'm saying? On homosexual, drag queens, whatever your preference is, you know what I'm saying? Different things. But it's just interesting to me that Hisoka, like I said, but this was before I watched Hunter x Hunter. I would see more of Hisoka.
Okay,
I'd see.
let me pause you real quick, right?
Well, you gotta let me finish. You gotta let me finish, before I get canceled. You gotta let me finish. All right, just let me finish. I'm basically saying before I watched Hunter x Hunter, before Megan made me watch Hunter x Hunter, and she didn't make me, but she kind of did, because she would talk about Hisoka so much. Like Hisoka, I maybe saw some Killua around, you know, the world and on social media, little whatnot. I saw none of Gon. I didn't even know who Gon was. This is his show. Hunter x Hunter righteously is Gon's show. We should be talking about Gon like we talk about Goku and Naruto and Luffy, but Gon gets no love. And I think that's why I think Hisoka's overhyped, because Gon gets no love. That's really, I think, where I'm going with this. Like, I'm not even saying it has anything, like, I was saying, like, you know, I feel like he got up hyped because, like, he was probably known for being, you know, but you're calling it what it is. You're saying he was a pedophile, but at the same time, I feel like certain groups overlooked it because he was also representing a different culture. So they were like, okay, he never really on the show. Okay, I
feel like you finna get my podcast canceled, bro, and I don't appreciate it.
No, I'm not trying to get it canceled. I'm just trying to say I feel Hisoka's overhyped, because I watched the show and he didn't do shit. That's what I'm trying to say. On the show, he barely did anything. The most he did was catch a damn ball.
I was gonna say, like, I've only seen like a couple clips. I mean, I've seen some fight scenes from Hunter x Hunter, and the only major one that I've seen from Hunter x Hunter that involved Hisoka is just him catching a ball.
Yes! Oh, thank you, God! You thank you.
This is from an outsider that has not seen the show, but has seen like some like major fights and things like that. But the only thing that I've really seen him do is like catch a ball and like gone hide behind a rock when fighting him, and then punch him in the face.
Yeah, that was really a Gon moment. But
that was a Gon moment.
I'm telling you, as a person who watched the show, I watched the movies, I watched the overs, the specials. Hisoka's hard. I even watched the original, Josh. I went back and watched the original Hunter x Hunter. Hisoka's best moment, period, in the show was catching that ball. And it was not even just, I hate to say it like that, but it's just the way he did it, the standard of how it all led up to it. That was the most, I probably remember jumping up for Hisoka. I've never jumped up for Hisoka during the show. Like, you know, when a big anime hype moment happens. That was the only moment I did it, and it was for him catching the ball. So and even then, I thought Hisoka was going to do more. Like, I'm telling you, as a person who saw so much Hisoka with love and attention, I was like, oh, he's going to do more. Bro, he wasn't even in the Chimera Ant arc, bro. They threw him in at the end of the show in this little mini arc about Killua's family and said, hey, we just going to let him see his face again. So if we talking overhyped, I feel like Hisoka's fitting that criteria.
Okay, cool. All
You got anybody? You got anybody else then to you know what I'm saying? I mean,
no. I mean, there are 100 characters I want to talk about, but I feel like we already in territory again. Firebomb. So I'm gonna
right,
ride
yeah,
for a
because
little bit and let
honestly,
it cool off. But
I'll be
what I
fair
was
with you.
trying to say before you wouldn't shut the fuck up was that
Hey.
if you're talking about people looking for representation, especially when you just finished Attack on Titan, what are you tripping about, bro?
Wait,
Ymir is great representation for the LGBT community.
Wait, who we talking about on? Can you say the name again?
Ymir.
Ymir.
The Historia's friend.
Me.
Also,
but she never.
Sailor has.
That's a tough. That's pushing it.
No. Let me finish the sentence. Goddamn. Sailor Uranus, the character in Sailor Moon. Yeah. So there's representation in other shows. So it's not like people are just out here looking at Hisoka because of that. People are looking at Hisoka because he reminds them of Orochimaru.
Real? Oh, so that's your argument.
Yes. Because Hunter x Hunter 2011, because nobody remembers the 90s version, came out well after Naruto was in development, right? So people are like, oh, he kind of reminds me of Orochimaru. I like Orochimaru. I like Hisoka. And I like the weird dynamic that he has. But again, low-key, he a pedo.
Can I say? Okay, I'll wait. Keep going.
And so people saw that, and they're like, yeah, that's kind of wild. But at the same time, it's kind of funny because seeing their reaction. So they're like, okay, he's and his powers are interesting. People mess with stuff. I think he's kind of overhyped too. I wouldn't just be like, yo, he's overhyped because of this. I mean, I
had multiple reasons. I had multiple reasons.
But that reason specifically, because again, it's too early for me to get canceled. When I'm making money and I got like 10, 15 sponsors, I don't care. But right now, I'm trying to get said sponsors.
No, I'm with you. No, I'm with you.
I know you said last week you talk shit about a company, blah, 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 but I'm trying to get those companies first, right?
So this week you're like, hold on. But I guess
let me get them first.
I don't think that I've never compared her. I mean, that's just me. I can't speak for anybody listening. I can't speak for anybody who may come back and hear this. I've never looked at Hisoka and fought Orochimaru. I watched all of Naruto and All of Hunter.
That was dead ass the first thing I was
never.
Okay,
that's like when you get on me about comparing Black Clover and Bleach. That's how I feel about what you just did.
Oh my, okay.
That's bull. If you think mine is bull, then I'm saying yours is bull.
All right, do research after.
I will. I've got you. That's fair. I'm pretty sure there may be some people who feel your way, but there's people who also feel my way on the Black Clover Bleach. So, like I said, it's just gonna be objective at that point.
I've never compared like Bleach to Black Clover.
I got my.
I've never heard of that comparison.
I need to shout out my homegirl out here.
Until you said that, I had never heard of that comparison. The comparison that I've always heard of since I got into Black Clover was, oh, you're watching the Naruto clone.
Wow. Look, I got a homegirl.
But again, it's a See, you keep going off subject. This is your damn problem. I just wanted for a moment to show you that there are other more important and relevant LGBT.
Then why are they not hyped? Where's the hypeness for them? If Ymir, Bon Clay. Bon Clay doesn't get no love.
Hell, do you know Sailor Moon fans? Because I do.
Now, I said Sailor Moon. I'm not going to say, but like, okay, fair. Now, that's fair. Sailor Moon has its staple. I wasn't going to bring Sailor Moon. All right, fair. No, all right.
I'm not going
to say that. No, because, bruh, I'm saying, do you see any, bruh, I guess what I'm trying to say is,
were you about to ask me the last time I saw Sailor Moon? I'm in four anime groups. I just saw an argument about could the Sailor Scouts beat the fucking the Zodiac crew from the same thing.
Okay, all I'm saying is,
guess what? Random ass comment was in the chat for no fucking reason. But can they beat Goku though? So this is the next overhyped character. I'm talking about Son Goku from Dragon Ball Z. I believe that nigga is the most overhyped character in the history of anime. You wanna know why? because of his fans. Because they assume because Goku finally gets into some relevance and he fighting gods and people who can freeze time and go light speed and shit, that he can just watch anybody. And he cannot. Every time I see that meme about Goku and Vegeta teaming up to beat the entire DC and Marvel Universe, let alone the individual squads, I'm like, you're capping. That is the dumbest argument I've ever heard, and I blame Death Battle for that shit. Because Death Battle started bullshit arguments like this, right?
To be fair, I can agree with that one. I believe Death Battle screwed up a lot of
twice
things. I think we should have just
Blue got waxed, and then it was like, well, what about Ultra Instinct? Still get waxed. Guess what? Superman with no morals beating anybody. Point blank period. We've seen that. Look at Injustice.
That is kind of scary. I like how you said that. I haven't heard no one say Superman with no morals, but that is really, I can agree with that. Like Superman with no morals, you're probably getting fucked up.
This man could lobotomize you just by looking at you. 2 seconds.
But as a Goku fan, as a DBZ fan, you gotta remember that Ultra Instinct pretty damn fast. It's pretty damn fast. He punches you 20 times. No, I'm telling you though, he punches you 20 times in a millisecond. You gotta remember that.
You know who else did that in an episode? Okay, Deku. Deku did that in an episode too.
Let me kill this right here, right? Do you know what an attosecond is?
An attosecond?
Yeah. Do you know what an attosecond is?
It's like I'm trying to. I know I've heard it before, but to sit here and say I can explain it.
I want you to take your phone out real quick. Google attosecond. Look at that number. The Flash can move in that time period, right? Right.
I'm listening.
And he saved an entire city, if I remember correctly, from a nuclear explosion in an attosecond. Look at that number for me real quick.
1/quillionth of a second.
Thank you. That's just Flash. I don't even remember which Flash was it.
Was faster than.
Well, okay, cool. But here's my thing, though. Hey, hang on, I'm not done. Because those people include every superhero. And if you can't do that to Flash, who's honestly low-key a B-tier superhero, what's he going to do against the
Superman clap Flash, bro. All you got to do is break his leg. It's really simple to clap Flash.
That's cool. So if he caps Flash, who's significantly faster than Goku, how Goku beating Superman?
I'm saying he could clap Flash. Goku could clap Flash. That's actually one of the easier ones.
Right, okay, cool. But if Superman can't beat Flash in a race while trying, right?
I thought he did beat him, they said. I thought they said Superman won.
No. Flash let Superman win. It was for charity.
Oh, now he let him win. Fuck all that, man. Hell no.
Superman lost, bro. All the way around. I can't, bro. Or whatever it was, right? One of them was like, it was for charity or some shit. I
remember it was for charity. Yes, we're talking about the same race.
Right. I don't remember who.
Superman won.
Okay, right. Okay, cool. Yeah, he was like, okay, yeah. So I am right in recollecting that Flash was like, it was for charity. Yeah. Okay, cool. I can't remember because that's a comic book I don't care to read.
Yeah, I get you. I'm on the same tip.
I'm reading. Yeah, it's like because I think that was like New 52 stuff. I can't remember. That's not the point. What I'm trying to say is, if people are trying to say that Superman can beat Goku, no, that Goku can beat Superman, right? But Goku's significantly slower than Flash, and you just said that Superman can clap Flash. How he getting clapped by Goku? Like, come on, bro, make it make sense. The point is, Goku's overhyped because his fans come with bullshit consistently, and it's dumb, and I hate it.
And I'm here.
I swear to God, if I would ever meet an individual in person, and be like, can they beat Goku, bro? I'm punching you in the jaw, bro.
To be fair, I'm not going to say can he beat Goku to you, but I will give you reasons on why Goku can beat that individual.
And then I'll give you 10 why he can't. And unless you gonna name somebody like fucking Green Arrow or some shit.
Like, I'm just saying, Goku. I see this conversation how it's happened. We're talking about
the power story in DBZ doesn't make sense. I complained about this in the 2 episodes ago. DBZ literally gets their own power scale after Frieza. You know how long ago that was?
Bruh. Goku is a very powerful man.
Yeah, but cool. But
He's a
they
very
gave up.
powerful man.
Okay, but hang on. But they gave up their own power scale mid-show. Remember when power levels were a thing and
Okay.
people were afraid of power levels and shit?
Yep.
And now it doesn't matter. We have no quantifiable number about
We're
their
on
strength.
God level now. We're on
That-
God level.
okay.
There's no number for God.
And yet every other anime still has a decent power scale. Why can't DBZ?
Okay, but no, because if we're gonna talk about the God level scale, bro, I just finished 7 Deadly Sins, and them niggas had to take on gods, and they didn't reach their power level. What happened was they had to really they didn't reach God tier level. Well, actually, Meliodas did. I take that back. Technically, Meliodas is a god now. And guess what? He had to become that, just like Goku did when he was fighting. He had to be as strong as a god when he fought Jiren, when he fought Beerus. When you're taking on god level people,
we're getting off track again.
No, we are. No, we're talking overhyped. We're talking Goku now. You saying Goku's overhyped, and I don't feel he's fully overhyped. So I'm sharing my opinion on it.
You said fully. So you do agree he's overhyped, but you don't think it's
moments.
Okay, that's all I need. I don't care. Relevant. You can shut the rest of the conversation down. You agree that he's overhyped.
Seth, let's go to your overhyped person because we were talking Goku forever.
That's dumb, bro. I hate. All right, go ahead.
And it's okay.
No, Seth, go ahead.
Goku's overhyped.
Thank you.
It is.
So
I actually have a little bit of a different twist on it, right? So one character that I think no, it's not slice of life. It's not slice of life. I'm not touching slice of life characters in this for overhypeness or anything like that. That can be a whole nother episode whenever I get y'all to watch some slice of lives. Because it's hard to talk about overhyped slice of life characters whenever it's just me saying that they're overhyped and y'all haven't seen the show or read the manga. It's like, yeah, sure, we'll go with that. We haven't seen it though. But,
yeah, I got you. We're coming.
Yeah, but the character that I want to start off with, that a lot of people say she's overhyped and useless, it is from Konosuba, Aqua.
Can you give me the presence of Konosuba? I realize I bring up
I'm with the people. I'm gonna keep it buck. I'm with the people.
So I get it. Like in combat, she's useless, right? So it's an isekai anime.
Yeah. You ain't gotta go deep. I just want a quick little...
She is a goddess that is helps this kid get reincarnated, right? First off, it's a comedy, right?
Okay.
So it is a funny show. I'm not that big of a fan of a show, but I don't see why she is hated on as much as what she is. I get it at the same time because she blows all her money on alcohol and things like that, and she's useless in that sense, and she just is lazy in general. But in combat, she can't really do that much because she's not really a combat person. But she's an excellent healer, right? You couldn't ask for a better healer in your party.
Right. Yeah.
And and I get it. People focus on her looks and stuff like that too, right? And people could argue, oh, she's overhyped for that reason or whatever. But I'm arguing that she isn't overhyped whenever it comes to being useful in a fight. Because if you get hurt, I would want Aqua healing me.
That's cool, right? Okay, so let me break down as one of the individuals that does think Aqua's overhyped, right? So because it's definitely that whole best waifu train, right?
Yeah, waifu train, yeah. Okay. She
Aqua is the goddess of water, right? The goddess of water. As in, and usually when I hear that, I'm thinking, oh, you Aquaman on steroids, right? You tsunamis are child's play for you, right? So to me, when I hear goddess or god of water, I think you out here slamming.
Poseidon.
I'm talking about. Yeah. I'm for real. Water is your plaything. Tsunamis that snap of your finger, rain in an instant, etc., etc. She should be making typhoons and shit, right? And she doesn't.
She
Like,
doesn't.
cool,
Yeah.
you're a great healer. Yeah, she takes the
I don't
lesser
know.
known
Like,
things
yeah,
about it,
yeah.
right? Whatever. So that's cool. Also, her religion is basically a fucking cult.
Oh no, it is 100%. Yeah, 100% it
And
is.
they're all assholes.
They are.
So not only is she kind of a bum, but all of her followers are assholes. Why are we supporting this? Yeah, she's overhyped.
Well, all right. So she's I guess compared to everybody around her, like normal people, she's not overhyped. But in the views of like compared to other like how we would view a god or a goddess, then yeah, she's overhyped because she's useless. In that sense.
So you answered your own question, yeah.
But I'm saying, look,
He kind of did. I
I'm
ain't gonna
saying,
lie. I was quiet,
I'm
but you did
saying,
kind of contradict yourself there.
she gave the boy one wish, right? He said, "You're coming with my one wish is for you to come with me into this new world and be my god."
Right.
Right?
Right, yeah. I
And
know
so
how kind of people go.
she went down from her goddess level into a normal level.
Okay, hang on. Here's where you're confused, right? Because the point of Konosuba when he got reincarnated is to defeat Demon King, correct? And you get one cheat. You get one cheat out of the book or whatever, right? And he cheated the system. He said, you know what? No, I want you. So she came with him, right? Regardless of where she drops down, because when she becomes an adventurer, if you remember right, the main lady at the guild was like, "Oh, your stats are impressive."
Yeah, off
She
the
still
charts.
had
Yeah.
the stats of a goddess. It's not my fault.
In terms of healing and stuff like that, but like, correct me if I'm wrong on that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but her attack stats were like minimum, like average at best, right?
I don't. Again, I don't.
It's been a while since I've seen it. It's been a while since I've seen it.
Yeah. I've kind of glossed over it, but I know enough, right? Regardless, her stats were good enough for her to be an archmage or an archpriest.
Archpriest.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So that's fine, but even if her healing ability is whatever, her mana alone should be enough for her to be able to cast basic attack spells, which she could then overpower with magic.
Yeah.
If I'm a bum casting higher stuff, like if okay, for example, like,
she did use
right?
all
if
of her like starting.
Jutsu, right?
Yeah.
But I can't cast. But I can't cast Great Fireball. Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna overpower Phoenix Flower, and then that shit's gonna turn. She doesn't even do that.
Yeah. Like she did use all of her points or whatever that you use to like upgrade or get new spells and stuff like that on a party trick at the start of the show. So
because she's a
that also happened.
Right.
She makes horrible decisions.
You know who she sounds like to me?
What's up?
I'm just going off a person that's out of it because I like when you first started talking about her, I started thinking of what's her name? Oh, Fairy Tail. Lucy's Key, Aquarius. I was thinking of Aquarius type person, but as y'all started talking about her, it started to sound like
she's weaker than Aquarius.
Okay, fair, definitely. Yeah, Aquarius was like top tier, but she's giving me vibes of if you gave Lucy the power of Aquarius, this is what you would get. That's what you would
keep
get.
It a buck, and I think it's kind of wild to say this. I actually think you're disrespecting Lucy by saying that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So this is so she's deep. Okay, so she's even okay.
This is like Naruto level Sakura. With water.
Okay, I made
in my opinion.
So this is like Lucy when she first joined. All right, Lucy when she first joined.
This
is Lucy first 20 episodes.
like first 20. Yeah, fair.
I can 100% see the overhype because who wants a useless waifu, right?
That is true. Who would want a useless waifu?
I understand the overhype.
I only had one other character that I was gonna bring up in terms of like overhypeness or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm. All right, well, what it is, I'm interested.
And it's so this character in his. I have seen things on Twitter. So are either of y'all caught up on the Jujutsu Kaisen manga?
I'm not. I need to start. But if you honestly, I can handle spoilers with Jujutsu Kaisen. I really can.
Okay. So spoilers ahead if you aren't caught up on the Jujutsu Kaisen manga.
Spoiler alert.
All right, so
Fast forward
the
5 minutes.
character that I'm talking about is Gojo.
Wow.
Oh, playing. Oh, you just pissed me off. Oh, for the fight. Don't you dare.
I love Gojo. Don't get me wrong. I add to his overhypeness.
I don't even
do.
want to add
I
him into
add
this
to it.
conversation.
But taking like a large world view, right? Whenever he gets sealed in the manga, because he gets sealed, you can't tell me that the manga doesn't get better after that.
Ah. Well.
Josh, I need you right now. I ain't seen the manga. I need you to. You need to defend this man. I can't stand Gojo slander. I can't stand it.
I love Gojo. I do. But you can't tell me that the manga hasn't gotten better.
Kakashi. I don't have the Kakashi's old now, okay? He's not the same Kakashi he was when he started. So Gojo definitely has took that place. You remember how you said Hisoka and Orochimaru? To me, nah. But Gojo and Kakashi, definitely. Those are twins. I'm cool with that. And I'm cool with that. To me, they're twins, okay? That's just maybe a me thing then. But I did not know Seth was going to do Gojo slander. I would have been more prepared.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that, but I can't disagree. Because I will say the pace kind of picked up, but I don't think that makes him overhyped. I just think that's
no, like I wanted to bring him up in this conversation because the manga has gotten better since he got sealed. Not saying that he's overhyped in terms of power and in terms of popularity or anything like that, but the manga has gotten better since he got sealed, and it's nothing against him. It's just us highlighting the other characters more now, and I like that.
Which doesn't necessarily make him
a different way. That's a different way.
I just think everybody else has had to step up because of that, right?
Yeah. Everybody else has had to step up.
Like when Sasuke leaves the village, most of them, not all of them, because a lot of them still bums. Y'all already heard that rant, so I'm not gonna go back into it.
Bruh, I mean, that reminds me.
Because of that, we got to see different characters. Even if some of that stuff wasn't canon, we got to see some characters in a new light. And I was like, all right, cool.
So basically, just going off a guy who ain't read the manga, Gojo's sealed, and everyone else, like, he's sealed, like, ain't no just easily break out sealed. And everyone else has had to step up because, I mean, we still got curses coming and shit still happening.
Yeah, the plot has to go for it, correct, yeah.
Yeah. So,
I wasn't expecting that sentence, so it threw me all the way off.
I wouldn't, I mean, that's not over.
That, though. He's not the first person to say that, though.
And honestly, that's why he got better.
I love me some Gojo. I'm not gonna lie. I add to the hyper on Gojo. I do. I promise you, I do. But the manga has gotten better, and I don't know. Like, that was my only point, is that the manga's gotten better, and it's like, okay, if I don't know where the manga's going. Obviously, I'm pretty sure they want to get him out, but if they never get him out, would it be horrible?
I would say it. But I have heard people say he's overrated because of the way he acts and like his whole overshadowing like his own history.
He's hilarious. I love him.
So I understand where you're coming from. I don't agree, but I have heard it, so it's not like I think you're crazy for saying it. Right?
Yeah.
It's not just like out there.
I have some friends that are gonna come at me whenever they hear
this.
Oh,
for sure. I'm actually more afraid for when we're popular and people go back and listen to the early episodes.
Yeah, this is going to be
a year from now. Because that's what's really going to happen. Like a year from now, if we get like consistent like 200-300 people to listen, maybe a couple thousand, they're gonna be like, yo, these some dumbasses, bro. And then
you know what?
It's gonna be a random like 15, 16 ats in your Twitter DMs. You can be like, when did this happen?
You know, I like that we're doing this overhyped conversation now because we are talking about some shit that hasn't finished. Hunter's supposed to come back eventually, they said. You said Goku.
Yeah, it's not coming back.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. This episode in particular with the overhypeness could not age well. And it could age well. We could be accurate as hell.
Goku will always be overhyped. So I know
But
that.
that's the thing,
so that
though.
show's been
We
over
don't
for
know.
years.
I've been keeping up with the
That
manga of
show's
Super.
been over for
We
years.
don't know. We don't know where's the you. But I get what you're saying. You're like, no matter what, I know the future. I know but I'm saying we really don't know the future. So this episode in particular, I'm really excited to come back and listen to this episode in like 2-3 years. Even if this thing doesn't pop off, I still will go back because I'm gonna always be an anime fan regardless of what like happens in life or whatever happens with this or anything. So I want us like as boys, because we boys, we're gonna come back to this episode in 3 years. We're gonna put it in a time capsule. We're gonna come back. I mean, we'll probably come back just because we get big or we get small, whatever. But no matter what, we're coming back to this episode in 3 years. And if it still stands, I'm buying both of y'all dinner.
You know one thing that's still gonna stand, regardless of 3 years. Goku being overhyped.
If y'all arguments don't stand, you buy me dinner. That's how it's saying.
I will take a free meal from you 2 years from now because it's gonna be the exact same shit. Unless Goku gets massively depowered, it's gonna be the same
All
shit,
right,
bro.
well, you got Goku, he's got Gojo. I slick have said Hisoka, but I also have another one. We'll do it based off the characters we say, because like I said, I haven't seen what was the anime you just said?
And don't get it twisted, by the way.
I haven't seen it.
Don't get it twisted, by the way. I'm not saying that Gojo himself is overhyped. I'm saying, like, I was putting that question out there. Is he, because the manga has gotten better since he's been sold?
So his energy is not Gojo himself.
Is overhyped. Okay.
The energy around Gojo is overhyped.
He's saying the hype is overhyped. Okay.
That's
a more interesting conversation.
That's interesting. Yeah, I'm with that. I'm sorry for jumping to conclusions. I'm sorry.
I just said the word Gojo, the name Gojo, and you're like, whoa!
I was like, all right. I said, we doing it on this podcast for real. We could have all that.
Exactly. No.
Hey, Josh, you did start off this pod by saying, if we ain't pissing somebody off, we ain't doing this right.
You're right. I mean, I don't care, but I know some people have a little bit more sense.
Exactly. He doesn't. If you knew some of my friends like that, I've thought Jujutsu Kaisen. We work with.
I love Jujutsu Kaisen, right? I do.
I know you.
I enjoy that show a lot.
You do.
So just to clear stuff up, we ain't pissed off the DBZ fans. We ain't pissed off the
Hunter fans.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
We pissed off either all the Konosuba fans or specifically the Aqua Club. But okay, yeah, all right, bet. All right.
Well, hey,
Zoe, you
ready for another one? You ready to piss off one more?
I don't know. Cause I feel like a lot of people say that now, so it might be a mixed bag for you. So you might get one.
Yeah, we'll see. Because you know I'm going with this one, but I want you. I do want you to do this. I want you to break it down to me like you did, because I got you. Yeah, because honestly, you got to remember that a lot of people gotten older. A lot of people may have forgotten things. I ain't gonna act like I haven't. But there still is elements to why my argument still stands, but we're going to talk about it. But I'm just going to throw it out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just keep it real with everyone. And I've seen, and I stayed, I'm going to just say this going into it. I stayed with it for a good bit. I'm going to say a good bit because, like, I got to maybe see, I can't tell you exactly the lead. But I can tell you I got to about season 5 or 6. I know that episode like season 18 or something right now, if I'm correct. Pokemon's in like season 18.
Nah, it's further than that.
Really? Well, then shit, I didn't see enough.
We've been 8 generations, bro. We're like, come on.
Yeah, I guess you're right. All right, well, I think my boy Ash Ketchum, I mean, he was my boy. He a little overhyped, y'all. I think we've given... but that's the thing.
You're right. It's 18. It's 18.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah. See, I know. Yeah. So I seen the good first third of Pokemon, but I, felt like I'll say this: I don't think Pokemon's overhyped. I think all those Pokemon earned what they got. There is when you talk Pokemon, there's a human you think of. There's one human. If it ain't Professor Oak, if it ain't the original, I'm just going off people like that my age group. I can't speak for the younger generation, so I'm sorry for my Gen Z fans. I can't speak for y'all in this moment right now. But For my millennials, yeah. If it ain't Professor Oak, you think of Ash Ketchum.
It might be more than 18. 18 is the last one. Yeah, because Diamond and Pearl was 13, so there's no way.
Oh, Diamond and Pearl was there. Well, then maybe I was in Diamond and Pearl, but not heavy in it. Like I dabbled, so I ain't gonna act like that was a hard. I like Diamond and Pearl though. To be fair, I will say that I like Diamond and Pearl. I liked watching the contest, the Pokemon contest. I ain't even gonna lie. Like to have them in the different.
You are saying that Ash Ketchum is
Ash Ketchum, overhyped. Okay. My boy, when I literally remember not watching Pokemon at the time. I was watching anime, but I wasn't watching Pokemon. And I remember getting the information before it went on Twitter and got big. Someone sent it to me saying Ash just won his first da-da-da-da-da. I was like, and I got that. How many years ago was that, Josh? Maybe 2? It was recent. It's recent.
Ash won Alola 3-4 years ago now. Because we've been in Galar a little bit now because Pokemon Journeys is out. That was in 2019.
All right.
Yeah.
So how many years ago was it?
2.
Okay, 2 years ago. See, I love when I've been trying to be, really accurate in this podcast. So sometimes I do my research, and sometimes, y'all, I'm gonna be honest, I just know this knowledge in my head. I have a SpongeBob type file head. 2 years ago, I got that text that Ash just won his first championship. He went through an actual tournament, and I'm trying to talk for people who don't what is the actual? It was called a tournament. What was that? It was
okay. It's the Pokemon League, right? Whatever region you're in, and then when you get all 8 badges, because it's now like a video game. You don't go to the Elite Four. You enter the conference of that region, right? Ash won the Manalo Conference, which is the championship of the Alola League, which is based on Hawaii in real life.
Yeah, I remember. I knew a little something. I knew a little something.
To speak of, this was Generation 7 video game one.
Okay.
Yeah, this is Pokemon Sun and Moon.
Okay.
Right,
okay. Oh yeah, it was Sun and Moon out there. That's probably why even my friend hit me up because you remember Pokemon Go, then Sun and Moon. It just all flowed,
I ain't gonna cap 80% of my exposure, 20% is a show, right? 80% of my exposure to Pokemon is Pokemon Go.
Hey, that's cool. I love what Pokemon Go did for Pokemon. Wish it came out sooner, but hey, they had to come out when it did. I hate that someone had to actually pass from it, but people don't know how to act. So that's just life. But going back on subject, yeah, Ash just now after Pokemon came out in 90, honestly in Japan, 97, 96, it was something like that. 97, yeah. So we're talking 22 years. Leave me alone. No, it is because I'm trying to I guess what I'm trying to do with this Ash Ketchum overhypeness is show the deepness in it. Because if you just start watching Pokemon in 2015, 2016, you're like, oh, he won. He's good.
By the way,
bro.
It's 24, by the way. You were born in 95 and you're 26.
Yeah. I got you. I should have just did that. But I'm in that mode right now. When I get in the mode of I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about, Josh. And I know Ash Ketchum's overhyped because he just now won it. This whole journey was supposed to be a Pokemon master. My boy kept losing. It's the writer's fault. I talked with my boy Josh. He made me realize the writers of the shows we talk about they make the show. It's up to the writers. Fair. But what the writers can't control is the energy that the characters give off to the people that happen at home. You feel me? Or happen on social media or happen in general conversation. I'm telling you, when you think of Pokemon, you think of Ash Ketchum. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, people want to say, if you have a conversation with someone who just knows Ash Ketchum, they're going to be like, who's your favorite Pokemon trainer? Oh, well, Ash was pretty good. No, he wasn't. Ash just had, if anything, he just knew how to train rookie level Pokemon. I'll give him that. He didn't need to evolve his Pokemon. He didn't need to push them to that limit. He had them right at their limit with rookie level. Fair. My boy has a skill. All right, he's different in that aspect. But if you ain't winning with it, then it's like, all right, what if you evolved that Pokemon? Maybe you would have won. What if you cared for your Cyndaquil to actually evolve all the way? What if you had cared that I ain't gonna say Pikachu, because granted, Pikachu, you feel me? I guess he had the sentimental connection, so okay, he didn't need to evolve. Not like Raichu wouldn't have forgot who Ash was. You feel me? All the memories are there. It's just I'm taller and stronger now. But granted, my man wanted to be a rookie level trainer, and it bit him in the ass. Because honestly, Ash could have been a GOAT. We should talk about Ash when we talk about Goku, Luffy, Naruto. But you want to know why we don't? Because he's not that good. And that's really, I guess, where I'm going with my rant on Pokemon. Now, granted, Josh does have a history lesson that he's about to give everyone. So get out your notes if you're ready to take a couple notes if you ain't watched Pokemon in a minute.
So, I'm not disagreeing with you, but I want to point out that most of Ash's faults aren't Ash's fault, right? Like there's a significant reason and rhyme to everything that's happened to Ash, right? So for the original fans in the Indigo Plateau, which was in Kanto, which is Gen 1, which is when we were children, Ash places top 16, right? Ash placed top 16 because Charizard wouldn't listen to him because of growing pains. It's a dragon type without being a dragon type. Dragons are hard to break, whatever, right? Okay, boom. Silver Conference, he makes top 8. That's Yoda when he beats Gary and Blasphemous, right? And then he loses in top 8 because he faces a Pokemon he's never seen before, right? I think it was Blaziken, which sets up going to Hoenn Gen 3 and the Evergrande Conference, which again he places top 8. And then he goes to Lily Valley and Sinnoh, where he places top 4 and loses to Tobias, whose team is still to this day unknown, but we know for a fact he had 2 legendaries. That was Darkrai and Latios. Ash, low-key was getting swept by Darkrai until Sceptile took out Darkrai, and then Pikachu tied with Latios, right? Then Ash drops back down to top 8 in Unova, which is based on New York. That's Gen 5. I don't really have an excuse for that. He kind of got hoed. It just was what it was. He got beat by a Lucario. Yeah, he lost to a Lucario. I can't hate on him about that. And then we get to Kalos, which in my mind is Ash's best run through, right? His team composition is fire. He's finally got dragon types on his team. They're all fully evolved. They're all well trained. Pikachu's out there thugging it. Greninja is a goat because he has his own transformation that's never been seen before. And he loses in the finals against a Mega Charizard X, right? Mega Charizard X is a dragon fire type. Alon's just clearly a better trainer. I think Ash really got hold there for no reason because of the type matchup thing. And then we get to Alola, which is Gen 7, based on Hawaii. That's the Sun and Moon games. And Ash finally wins. Once again, great team composition. Most of his team is fully evolved besides Rowlet. But again, most of the Pokemon Ash doesn't evolve have reasons they don't. I mean, Totodile, I guess some of them do and some of them don't. But,
no, didn't Totodile almost evolve one episode? It just came back.
I honestly can't remember.
Bulbasaur one episode, he almost evolved and something happened to where he didn't, and then that was it.
Yeah, I can't remember with like most of the Johtomon, but I think because he leaves every team behind once he goes to a new region because he wants to experience new adventures with new Pokemon, right? We kind of do the same thing every time we buy a new game until we can trade them on in, right? So I can respect him on that. Squirtle didn't evolve because Squirtle's into Squirtle's part, right? Bulbasaur chose not to evolve because he felt he could do more as a Bulbasaur, and he didn't want to be anything else. So I can respect that. All the rest of his Kanto Pokemon were fully evolved, if I remember right. Butterfree, Pidgeot. Who else? Tauros doesn't evolve. Kingler. Yeah, I think all his other Kanto Pokemon, besides Pikachu, who also chooses not to evolve in the Raichu by choice, don't evolve. Ash and his Pokemon are really... what throws people off a lot is that his starters don't evolve, right? And again, that's usually like just the way it's written. But I can agree that Ash as a main character is overhyped, but Ash as a Pokemon trainer is not overhyped because again, he's won 8 badges consecutively in every region, right?
Alright, you're right.
That's
Alright, my
something a
bad.
lot of people never do.
My bad. That's fair.
Even in the
That's
anime,
fair.
some people are like, "Oh, I quit at
That's
4
fair.
badges, or I quit at 5."
I would have.
Et
I
cetera,
played
et
the
cetera.
game and I've almost quit.
Right,
So,
and a lot of people play the games and quit at like 4 or 5 because they can't get past a certain thing. I remember watching a YouTube video for a popular YouTuber. She said she could not get past the 3rd gym, right? And so she literally over leveled to level 100 to beat it, and then her mom wouldn't listen to her for the rest of the game. So she finally went back and played it over and beat the game, right? So my whole thing is, if y'all quitting at the 3rd gym badge in the game, and this man out here living his life at 10, remember this, Ash is a 10-year-old child. The entire series, because they retcon Ash in Black and White, which is Gen 5, right? And they re-give out his 10th birthday. I don't know why that doesn't make sense, because that means his last like 8 years worth of effort is illegal, because he would have been 9 doing that, right? Yeah. So I don't get why the Pokemon Company feels like Ash can't grow up, and honestly, it doesn't make sense because if you play the Sun and Moon games, you have to be 11 to start the Island Trials, right? So that means canon-wise, Ash has to at least be 11, but they won't acknowledge that.
He's been 10 for how many years?
Pokemon came out in '97. It's 2021, so 24. No, 20.
Okay.
Yeah, 24, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, 24. 24 years. He's been 10. Because they reverse his age like twice.
Yeah, no, I'm hipped on the reversing the age. That's why I don't blame him.
In my opinion, Ash is actually like 17, right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
17, some people are saying, "Oh, Ash is like 30." No, that's you. Ash is probably a lot closer to 17 than anything else. Because sometimes, depending on what you're watching, he's done in like 6 months. I think only Kanto was like a full year round because he was a brand new trainer. Everything else is significantly shorter than that, from what I remember. Because if you watch the show, because they don't do Christmas episodes anymore, because that would guarantee that you could tell like it's been a full year or whatever. The seasons don't really change for the most part. Yeah, unless they're in a town that snows specifically, right? So they're just walking on the different routes. It's usually like summer or fall the entire time.
Yeah, see, there was this. Okay.
My bad. Yeah, no.
No, you good.
Ash, again, as a protagonist, sure, he's overhyped. But as a Pokemon trainer, no, my bro got credentials, bro.
I feel
100%.
Yeah, no, that's fair. No, that's. I guess I was gonna say.
He's beating 10 legendary.
Yeah, he's beat and tamed legendary. So like, I guess
I ain't talking about the ones he's friends with now. I'm talking about the ones he's physically beaten in matches, whether they were wild or owned by trainers.
I've been over here trying to think of like a real world comparison to what like we would view as like a Ash Ketchum, like really good, like top of their game kind of thing.
Wait, we're talking about like sports or something?
Yeah, sports.
Phil Rivers would be an Ash Ketchum type person.
Wait,
right?
who?
Phil Rivers is the San Diego.
I would say John Stockton.
Or John. Again, people who made it to championships, right? But no, he has at least one.
He has one now. He has one now.
Who's the quarterback who's won one Super Bowl and then just didn't do shit else?
Joe Flacco?
I'm thinking NBA final. Like there's some people that play with LeBron that Denver, like you thought they was their year.
Kyrie's in the news. No, for real. No. Like bullshit aside, I'm mentioning Kyrie because Kyrie is in the news, right? But Kyrie Irving has been a top 10 basketball player for the majority of his career, right?
Yeah.
Well, we can say that. And he has one championship, right?
Arguably best ball handler of all time.
Yeah, that's like Ash.
But he hasn't been that. But Kyrie's, besides his first 3 years in Cleveland, Kyrie has always made the playoffs.
Yeah.
And he's always been at the minimum second round.
Yeah, that's Ash. All right, you're right. Actually, you know what? Now
I mean,
that you say,
there are other people,
it is a good one
but
for
I would
Ash.
just mention Kyrie because Kyrie's the most recent person, at least for you, because you were thinking NBA Finals. And for my football people, I was thinking like Phil Rivers or Matt Ryan or Cam, people who've done a lot of stuff, but they just
Man, you
can't get
just
over that
compared them
last.
to Matt.
Yeah,
Matt
because Matt
Ryan.
Ryan realistically is a good quarterback. Garbage time stats or not, he still throws 4,000 yards a season at this point.
I
Yeah.
guess so. I guess
And
you're
he's been
right.
to the Super Bowl, and it's not his fault that his defense gave up a 21
No,
point
his
lead.
defense gave him 21 points. Now, obviously, he could have been like, fuck the coach. I'm calling the plays, we running the ball, and that would have been a little bit different.
Yeah.
But, you know,
Yeah.
it is what it is. But I'm saying, right?
That's fair. All right. I feel okay. Honestly, this is why we do this podcast. Is honestly healing for ourselves too. Because in a way, if I ain't talked this with y'all, I would have always said Ash sucks and you're right. Ash and it's sad because I was an Ash fan growing up.
Ash really doesn't get screwed over by writing a lot.
He just it's like and then maybe I am gonna go back and watch some of his matches now.
Because if you look at some of the Pokemon he has, because people say, oh, he doesn't fully evolve his Mon, that doesn't mean anything, right? Because if you play the Pokemon games, if you give an Eviolite to a non-fully evolved Mon, it matches the stats of some better Pokemon. I've seen people win championships in Pokemon who either don't evolve, period, or who have only evolved once. It just depends on your team.
No, that's
composition.
fair. No, 100.
You're right. There's no actual relevance.
Evolving doesn't it doesn't have much to do with it.
There's no real relevance.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, it would help, but again, I've seen people win with less.
All right, that's fair.
I've seen a 6-0 sweep with a Magikarp, bro. I mean, obviously they baton pass like stats, but regardless, shit can happen.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. It's a Pokemon battle. I've done a few, so I know anything can still happen. All right, that's just like I said, I really just wanted to say before we moved on, like. This is why we do when I started this podcast, I apologize for the people, but you just gave me a mental cleansing because I'm telling you, I used to not think Ash was shit. I used to think Ash wasn't shit, but you just broke it down.
The championship, right? He beat the battle. He was the first person to ever beat the Kanto, Battle Frontier, right? Yeah. Because they did that during Hoenn, so it was kind of weird, whatever. Right, so he's beat the Battle Frontier, and he's also the Orange League champion, right? And if you remember the Orange League, it was those 4 gym badges where he had to do a whole bunch of extra stuff, like the swim race, the ice sculpture thing, etc., etc. But he still had to beat Drake, who's a champion level trainer, in a 6v6 battle, and Pikachu beat a Dragonite to do it. Ash isn't a scrub. He makes dumbass decisions because again the writing stuck him as a 10-year-old. But if you actually watch some of the later seasons, like if you watch Ash and Sinnoh and Kalos specifically, Ash out here thugging, bro.
It'd be different. All right. All right, I just had to get that.
I'm tired of the anime. Like I'm still tired of the anime. Like I don't watch it anymore. I watch Journey every now and then. But yeah,
I've already said this before. Like whenever I go back and watch more of Pokemon, I'll probably never watch all the Pokemon. It'll probably be with my kids whenever I'm older.
Right.
That's cool. Yeah, beginning Pokemon definitely. I don't know where Pokemon went. I ain't gonna say it wasn't for kids, but definitely heavily was pushing children in the first 3 episodes.
Pokemon is the way it is, bro. It was a merchandising tactic. Why would you evolve the character to a point where he's old enough where you have to replace him when kids are used to Ash?
Not even Ash. Talk about the Pokemon. Why you think they would have Ash evolve his Pokemon when they're big and scary? They could look small and cute, and kids would want them.
Right, plushies and
kids would be like, "I'll be a trainer with you."
It's a lot easier to do stuff like that.
Yeah, you're right. All right, I ain't hating on it. Hey, Josh, it's time for you to piss off one more group of people. I feel like I'm done pissing people. Well, you actually Pokemon. I don't think we pissed too many people. I think we actually
because I feel like a lot of people feel that way about Pokemon now, right? But there might be some people who don't agree and are pissed off. But you know what? Add them to the list. It is what it is.
Hey, I know you did some cleansing for some people with Pokemon. I would.
I would hope so, but it's not. You know, it is what it is. I do agree. Ash does be on the bullshit sometimes, but that's not his fault.
All right. Correct. So finish us up, Josh. I know you got one more group of people we finna piss off.
There are a couple of people I can piss off, to keep it honest. I could piss off Hunter x Hunter fans again by mentioning the king of the Chimera real quick, but I'm not going to do that.
Ooh, I should have said
Yeah,
him. Well, I
yeah.
don't know. He kind of did win. He did win.
No, I don't know,
No,
bro, but come on, keep it a buck.
Oh, God, here we go.
He played Go 80% of that art. If I want to watch people play Go in anime, I watch Hikaru no Go.
I'm
what
saying,
did he do?
Bro, he was made, I guess, yeah, I mean.
And then when he finally started going hard in the paint, he suddenly signed morals and he's like, nah, killing people is wrong. I'm good. I'm leaving now.
That was the thing about it. He could have took over this whole planet. He really could have. And he said, because
he suddenly gained morals out of nowhere? Come on, bro.
Bruh, that's like when Superman doesn't have morals. All of a sudden, Superman loses morals because Lois Lane dies. You know how many people die a year? All of a sudden,
wait, hang on. Lois and his unborn child, plus half of freaking God, what's the name of the city?
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, he did.
He did blow. He did blow. Metropolis blew up. That's significantly different. I was like, all right, you ain't just disrespecting injustice for a like that.
Yeah, you're right. He did. Joker did do some fucked up shit. Yeah, all right. I guess you got a point. All right.
What's his name? Miriam or whatever? Yeah, Miriam kind of a bum, bro. I'm not gonna go super into details here because again, I ain't trying to piss off the Hunter x Hunter fans anymore than we already have. But if you look at it objectively, what does he do? And then hang on. You know what? Screw it, right? For the people who are always hyping up the Chimera Ant art and it's better than Marines and it's better than Chunin exam, no, it's not, bro.
No, it's not. I would never. Whoever said that, y'all bullshit.
It's not.
If anything,
you Hunter x Hunter fans are so sorry for attention. Y'all don't care what y'all say, bro. Go read y'all unfinished manga, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that.
That's
because One Piece is moving and Naruto's over, so we have our closure. Go do
One Piece is on the ending part, bro.
Where's your new chapter at, bro?
Huh?
Yeah, where y'all new chapter at?
Where y'all new chapter at, man?
Yeah,
at least there's some animes. At least you one a month.
How many days has been? 1,000 plus? Couldn't be me.
Yeah, and they're counting. That was what's crazy to me. When I saw the count, I was like, dang, they're counting? Oh, it couldn't be me. I would have been gave up. I'm so glad I'm glad I joined late because they would have, boy, that couldn't have been me. I just couldn't have been waiting that long. Even Bleach is back now.
Wait. There's a whole chart for it. Hunter x Hunter's last release date was November 26, 2018. What year is it?
2021.
Yep.
That's crazy. That's funny. That's crazy. Oh, blood. Look at all this red though. Yo, that's yikes.
That's crazy.
Yikes. I'm gonna just post this in the group real quick. That's yikes, bro.
Is Miriam your last overhyped character?
No, I just wanted to throw that out there.
He was just a throw out there. Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to throw that. Yeah, you Chimera arc fans. I couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. Look at all the red. By the way, is days not released. Look at that. Look at that from me real quick.
Okay. Gosh, man. All I'm saying is, I'm kind of just like you when you was asked. Like, I agree with you, but at the same time, we can't demeanor what he did. Like, honestly, a lot of people they hype up more so the arc than Miriam himself. Miriam, you could say, was the king of the arc. But
I'm talking about the arc.
Even when he was unborn, even in the belly, he was kind of like driving the arc. He was what we was trying to, the Chimera ants. They're finna make him, their king is finna be born. We're trying to hurry up and stop this.
We can have a whole best anime arc
that's a lot of red.
Down the line. That's a whole bunch of red. We can have a whole best anime arc later down the line, and then I'll shit on that then, right? I'm not gonna shit on it now.
Well, there's already been a list, so I'll just put a list out.
Yeah, we already messed with the Hunter x Hunter fans enough today, so I'm gonna shit on the Chimera ant arc in the actual best anime arc list when we do that episode later down the line.
All right,
So
You started this, so you also
yeah.
finished it.
Let's wrap this up. So you Attack on Titan fans with that garbage ass ending that y'all are actually fan writing the chains real quick. Let me talk to y'all about y'all man.
Hey, and I just caught up. Let's go. I can help with this one.
Let me talk to y'all about y'all main character. That Aaron, here you go, head ass, is overrated. 150,000%. For all the people who be shitting on my boy Deku from My Hero, Eren Yeager is the exact same character. 100%. But he adds that little emo revenge drivenness from Sasuke, who's clearly a way better written character by this point, who suffers through the same bullshit, right? Like Eren's overrated. Attack on Titan, because of the way season 4 goes, is overrated. I mean, the fact that it's like the highest rated anime of all time on IMDb because of that, when Brotherhood exists, is disrespectful. No, for real. All of season 1, Eren's like, I'm gonna kill the Titans because we killed Nam and blah blah blah. And I'm sad and I'm angry. Out here being a bum. Mikasa out here saving your life every 5 minutes.
Because she's okay. Check this out. I mean,
Nah. Go ahead.
I'm really not disagreeing. I'm probably. I don't know if this is a question or a statement. So let me just kind of say it. I'm really still not understanding what Eren's real possession for or goal or reasoning for going to that island and living there for as long as he did, playing the whole arm and leg thing, and basically trying to see, like he pretty much was like trying to understand why Rainer did what he did, and Rainer literally told him, and I hate to say, as much as I don't really fuck with Rainer, because Rainer is on some, he fucked up in the head, but you did it. Just, I don't know. It's hard to have sympathy when you kind of.
That's also not mentioning the fact he turned into a whole terrorist by the end of the show.
Yeah. So why did
and has turned into a TikTok meme.
Yeah. Why did Eren go over there and live that long? Like, I feel like I don't understand that. I don't understand why he went over there that damn long.
All I'm saying is,
I just don't understand it.
I need revenge.
And then still kill people. People.
Yeah.
Why did he kill innocent people? Were they innocent? Yes, because they didn't. It's like being mad. Okay, I don't know. It's just I bring the LD in because I had this conversation with someone. My homeboy Teddy. Shout out my boy Teddy. He been pushing me to watch Attack on Titan for years, but I always was like, no, this shit creepy as hell. It has no story. It's just we're killing Titans. There was a deep ass storyline in this, so deep that I'm still confused, and I'm ready for this season 4, which is dropping January 9th. Y'all be on the lookout. It was part 2, actually. You know, for the people who haven't read the manga, like me, because I'm not reading it to be disappointed. Why? I just don't understand why he went over there to that side that long to see why Rainer did what he did, to do what Rainer did. And then Rainer told him why he did what he did, because literally, I truly believe why Rainer did it. Rainer said it. I mean, I ain't trying to spoiler alert coming out. Rainer said he did it just so he could get in the village. Because he had how else was he going to get into a village of that size? Now, granted, he didn't need to run through the way he did. Yeah, you did that shit fucked up. But he already was a Titan. He already was in that form. He had to do something to make it seem like they already were looking at Titans as people that come and kill them and eat them and all that. So he just played into the role. But would y'all have took this kid in for real? Would Rainer just got a house and a home and food on his plate if nothing ever happened that day? I don't believe so, because we were so
been a street rat, bro.
Bro, why a street rat? You saying that like that's fun?
I'm not saying it's. No, I'm not saying it's fun, but the only reason they're there in the first place is to find the Attack Titan, right?
That was it. It wasn't to kill people. It wasn't to hurt nobody.
I'm not disagreeing with what happened, right? But then they kept doing it. Right? They kept going back. And then my whole beef with him is that he hesitated, right? He was like, well, we were fighting if we should stay or not, because we come to care about y'all individuals and blah 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 and this and that. Bitch, if you're a child soldier, be a child soldier. Commit. And that's the reason in the end he and his boy get hold. What, Berthold? That's his name, right? Berthold? That's that in the end, that's why they get hold, because they hesitate. You're gonna be a piece of shit, commit being a piece of shit. I'm not saying it's their fault, but at the same time it is, right? Y'all could have easily just decided to stay. Hell, y'all were the Titans. Y'all didn't have to go back. Who are they gonna send?
That's true.
We saw what happened when the big Titan rolled up and got his ass whooped.
Yep,
So in reality, who were they really
going to send? Shout out that boy Levi, because he didn't give a fuck. I seen Levi. I just got to say it in the form.
Trust me, when the Attack on Titan first came out, I was one of the fans where I was hip. I was like, yo, this is fire. Still hated Eren because I was like, yo, he bitched too much, bro. Like, I just got done. Yeah, I just got done with Sasuke being an Edgelord, bro. I don't need somebody else to do it.
He was a kid. I just hated how he got older and still was a bitch. That's the thing I don't get. He's still a bitch when he older.
Everyone was like, Deku crushed him. At least he got better, bro.
Deku actually has true development. Fuck that. I hate people who get on Deku. They mad because we're seeing the mental health issues that somebody goes through with giving that much power. It's like Spider-Man. Spider-Man was given the power of strength and agility, spider sense. We didn't think. No one thinks about the mental health strain that does on the body because with Spider-Man,
this kid grew up being basically tortured by Bakugo, right?
He had a bully. He had a real bully.
Right, because he wasn't special. Because he was normal in a world where 80% of the world was special. Even if their powers were hot juicy. He didn't pick on the dude who only thing was to make his fingers stretch and his eyelids and his eyes come out like he was a snail. He wasn't picking on him. He was picking on the powers of the kid. Because guess what? Because he didn't have powers, even if the powers was lame as shit, right? Yep. Bakugo himself said, a lame quirk is still better than no quirk. And I'm just...
he just said that, and he just said that. He literally on the anime. He just said, "I know I've caught up on the manga too, but
because like when they show up, and he was talking about all the people with shitty quirks and shit. Right before they took the entrance exam, so they're like, "Oh, Deku, you're going Q." He was like, "Oh, you don't even have a quirk. You don't even have one of these shitty quirks like the rest of the class. How dare you? Out here physically assaulting a kid with explosions, bro." That's another dude. Oh, don't even give me.
No, we ain't gonna talk on that because honestly,
you really want to talk Overhype. You really want to talk Overhype.
We could, but not probably not this episode.
No, not
you
even.
You want to talk about?
He's about to catch up on the
list, bro. I'll throw Bakugo on the list real quick.
I mean, for the most part, yeah. I mean, I'm not really disagreeing. I mean. Look at what he did as a kid and what he do now. I mean, the only thing is he's a little faster, a little stronger, but Deku has really
about wasted potential.
Yeah,
anyway. All right, let me stop.
I really honestly, like, I'm just being real. I don't really disagree with that. That's why I don't really need a conversation because I don't think many people would disagree with that. Like Bakugo, yeah, he got a cool quirk, but it really has just been a cool. Like it never improved to a cooler quirk. Like even when he got AP shot, like. AP shot was cool, but like that you wasn't doing it already. You didn't think to just hold your head still.
He was too busy being pompous and thinking the world owed him shit. He like, come on. Anyway, all right, let's wrap this up for I go into this and
you're right.
But more of the story is Eren Yeager's overrated. Attack on Titan kind of ass after season 3B. Got something to say about it? Fight me, or talk to your mom. I don't care. You know where my DMs at. That's all I got to say about that.
There we go. I ain't hating on that. This is actually, I want to say, this is probably one of my faves so far. Because, granted, we didn't really argue. Granted, I feel like we all were in agreement on most parts.
I'm about to cut my head off though whenever I said Gojo.
No, you scared me, but the way you twisted it.
Because I was like, that kind of stuff, but I waited.
Yeah.
You said the hype is overhyped, and I can see that.
Yeah.
You said character. You said the hype is kind of overhyped. So I'm like, all right, you know what? That's an interesting conversation. Okay.
Yeah, that actually really was. And honestly, good points. I'm not
And
I'm
I
actually
could definitely make this a 2.5 hour podcast. I just don't want to.
We
I got a
could.
couple things. Yeah, I got a couple things to do tonight. So we might do an Overhype part 2. Not no time soon, but yeah, we're gonna yeah, but yeah, because I got some
we
more people. I got some more people I can talk about, but I ain't gonna do it today. So you know what?
yeah,
Even if I had to do a solo podcast episode where everybody busy, you know, I might just drop that real quick. You know, it is what it
you
is.
know what?
But Overhype Part 2 maybe in like a couple months. Yeah, I'll say that. Overhype Part 2 in like 2-3 months. We'll come back. Once we watch some more stuff, you know, Seth knock out a couple seasonals, maybe start on one of the OGs. Once I get over how I feel
I'm
about
leaning
stuff.
towards starting Bleach.
Yeah, go ahead. It's a couple of them in Bleach. Yeah, start Bleach. We can bring up Bleach next time. But you know, that being said, thank you guys for listening. As always, Zoe, you want to get your mental health check in real quick?
Oh yeah, definitely. Remember, you are special. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here to let you know that we do this for y'all. This is about y'all. Your opinion does matter. You can always hit us up about your opinion on something. If we said something that's really stupid, let us know. You feel me? Like we do this for y'all. Y'all are the reason this is a top tier podcast. Doesn't matter how many views or how many folks is on it, because I know the folks that have checked it out. Shout out my folks that's there. You already know who you is. Y'all loved it. Y'all love what y'all hear. Y'all love how we keep the energy going, and we keep the energy going because no matter what happened in our week, we still strive to go till next week. So always remember that there is a brighter day.
All right. No, I can't do that because I don't like people like that for real no more.
Hey, look.
But Zoe got it. Zoe got it.
Look.
Somebody got it.
I'm also on top of people too.
Somebody's got to do it, and that's where.
And you can hit Zoe up on Twitter at What About Zoe. You can hit me up on.
I want to say shout out to everybody that's following on the Otaku Collective PC on TikTok. Everybody that's followed the pod on the Twitter, Otaku Collect Pod. Y'all really, the interaction's been fun. I want to get more. I like talking with people that actually are listening in because, I don't want to say F them other folks, but F them other folks. You feel me? They wasn't listening in at this time. These are the people that I like to deal with now. So y'all we talk hella shit.
Yep.
I'm finna get Seth and Josh to start talking more hella shit because they be talking hella shit to me, but they don't want to talk it to y'all. We talk hella shit. So sometimes if we talking hella shit, you can talk shit back to us. You know what I'm saying?
Did you not just hear me talk shit about the Hunter x Hunter fans for like 4 minutes? Like,
I know, that's why I'm even saying all this. So because I want, if like this is the disclaimer of, we pissed some people off today probably, and I'm caring about it now. Okay? This is just what's happening. Tomato.
Anyway,
since people just want to skip my Twitter handle, y'all can talk to me at my.
I got cut off.
Profit, right?
I got cut off.
Yeah. Okay, I know, it's fine, right? But y'all can check me out on Twitter and let me know how y'all really feel at my_own_profit. All the letters and at the beginning of the word are capital. Check out our email if you have any business inquiries at otakucollectivepc@gmail.com. Thank y'all for listening as always.
You can follow me on Twitter at C3Smooth.
Yeah, follow him at C3Smooth. Again, Zoe's at What About Zoe. Hunter fans, again, get y'all shit together, because there's no way in the world I'd still be waiting 1,000 days later for a new chapter, bro. Y'all down bad out here.
Real down bad.
But we appreciate y'all.
And I'm down bad as a Black Clover fan, but at least we're still good in chapters.
Yeah, like y'all getting the movie or some shit, right?
Yeah, movie.
Y'all Demon Slayer fans probably about to be down bad soon too. I'm keep fuck. Yeah, but again, thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you guys next time.
Peace.